He expressed warnings to others of a force so menacing and unbeatable, it could only be described as supernatural. He called them ghosts.
What's up, people? Mike here, and this is Call of Duty Ghosts Veteran Difficulty and Intel Guide. This is Mission 14, Sin City. So, I cut out the very long, unskippable, annoying-ass beginning of this mission where you basically get kind of captured in a way, and there's a couple quick time events in it, or I think there's only one of them, but it's just so long and drawn out that I just didn't see the point of including it. So I just picked it up when you actually are doing something productive in the mission. Be careful when the doors get busted open with all those guys, because I have died there. So I try and use Hesh as like a shield just to avoid getting shot by everybody. So just kind of, be careful, because sometimes on veteran, like, it will take like maybe 4 shots to die, and then sometimes it's just like 2 shots and you're dead. The game is very infrequent in deciding how many shots you can actually take on veteran before you die. There's some instances where it's taken like 6 shots to kill me, and then the next mission it's only 4, or it's only 2, or I've never been one-shotted unless I've been like right on top of a guy and he's just been quicker on the trigger than I am. Then I'm dead in 1 shot. But otherwise, it's usually the minimum has been 2 shots. The max is, I want to say 6. I don't think it's ever taken more than that for me to die on veteran. The normal is about 3. So, I don't know if you can shoot those guys if you get over to that barrier quick enough, because you usually see like 2 or 3 guys running up those stairs, and I don't know if you can possibly catch them, because I believe those are the guys that show up on top of where I'm looking at now. There's usually 2 guys on the left, and then there's only 1 guy on the right. And I try to take them out first, just so I don't have to worry about them taking shots at me as I'm trying to shoot guys that are on the ground. And obviously, since you can tell, I sped up this section a little bit, mostly because the entire firefight in this area took it was like just under 7 minutes. So the entire mission video was gonna be about like just over 20 minutes, and I just couldn't justify the length of the video. And since the basic strategy of this whole section is just stay in cover and choose your shots wisely, your teammates do a decent job in taking out a lot of these enemies. They are kind of dumb, like I think Hesh is in that room, and all those guys are spawning over there, and he's not dealing with any of them. So, but I felt like the speed that I sped it up to, you can still see what's going on, but it's not taking forever. In the speed up, I knocked it down to about like 3.5 minutes that this whole firefight happens in, instead of the almost 7 minutes. So, it's sped up, but it's not like too sped up where you can't fucking tell what's going on. Like, you can still see like where I'm going and what I'm doing and everything else, but it's still at a decent enough speed where it's moving along but not too quickly. So hopefully you can't hear all the rain that's hitting my window right now. It's December, but it's raining like crazy all of a sudden. This weather is weird. So this entire part is really annoying, but thankfully I only died once, and it was towards the beginning part because I was peeking out trying to find one of the guys that were hiding pretty much like where I am now, and he got a lucky headshot on me or something, and I was very quickly reloading, or not reloading, but back at the last checkpoint. The one thing I will say, I don't know if it's because on the Xbox One, because you partially install the game, I think, to make it so that you can play it quicker. The load times between dying and loading up the last checkpoint you're at is a hell of a lot quicker than it was on the 360. I remember for the 360, like when you die to when it reloads the last checkpoint, it usually took like maybe 20 seconds. But on like the Xbox One, it felt like it only took maybe at the most like 10 seconds, 5 seconds maybe. I definitely noticed a quicker response time between the death screen and the starting up at the last checkpoint. But when you come up here, you want to be careful because this one random enemy just shows up out of nowhere. I really don't know why this one random guy shows up, but he does. And then the level specific achievement in this area is for breaking 21 of the slot machines, and usually I've gotten lucky in this area, and from the grenades that I've thrown in here, it's usually destroyed all these slot machine screens. But I guess because I was recording for the guide, it decided that 4 of them weren't going to get destroyed, so I just picked up one of the shotguns so I didn't waste assault rifle ammo. And the shitty thing the first time I came through was that I didn't realize that in the next room there's like a row of slot machines way on the other side of where you are. So you basically have to know where they are in order to get the 21st one to get the achievement. It wasn't until I watched the video and I saw them aim all the way over here, I was like, oh god damn it, it was right in front of me, I didn't even know. But there you go. And this area is a bitch, because the way the checkpoint puts you, you have 0 response time to try and run. They don't give you a lot of cover here, so even if you get to the door where you are, you need to be careful because that one random guy will run to where he can look at you, and he has killed me, mostly because I forgot that he was there. And I cut out the little kind of sequence of you sliding down the windows into this area, just for time reasons, really. You do want to be careful because there is a sniper pretty much like where I'm looking now. I'm like trying to just get sight on him so I can kill him. Because he has killed me before. Mostly because I wasn't being careful enough and I stuck my head out just too much and he was able to put a bullet right between my eyes. And then probably the one sequence where I hate the most is the escort mission that you have to do now with Riley. With these helicopters, you can actually put enough bullets into them to destroy them. If you're quick enough on it, you can. I think you can destroy the helicopter before it lets any of the soldiers off. Like this one helicopter, that it's always just kind of hovering in the background way out there, so I just put enough bullets into it to send it on its merry way and don't have to worry about that one. So yeah, this is the escort. Thankfully it's one of those things where you can put the dog down so you can still fire your weapon, but it's so damn annoying. It may be the one aspect of this game that I just don't like, that I hate the fact that they put it in. Mostly because I don't know if it's one of those things where if you go too far away from the dog, if it's like, oh, you abandoned Riley, you know, fails you and restarts you at the last checkpoint. I'm assuming it does, but I never wandered far enough away from the dog to find out if that was a thing or not. So I almost want to replay this mission again and just walk as far away from him as I could and just see what happens. Because every so often your teammates fucking will just yell like, pick up Riley. It's like, well, I'm shooting at fucking enemies, so, you know, calm your ass down, Hesh. It's really annoying. So this was kind of like a oh shit moment where I'm jumping out of the way of a grenade and I'm getting shot at the same time, so it's like, oh shit, get in the cover, but avoid the grenade and And they get very grenade happy during this section too. But when you get down to this area, I don't know, I think it's if you move up to where the train cars are, it triggers in the enemies, but it also brings in this one random helicopter that I'm like trying to get ready for when it shows up, because when this helicopter shows up, the guys on the helicopter have actually killed me, mostly because I just wasn't prepared for them and they would just shoot me in the back. So I'm trying to get ready for it to show up. Yeah, that fucker. I don't know what it is. It's just like the angle that it flies in. It's very quickly just putting bullets like right in my back and killing me. Between this recording and my veteran run on the 360, I think I died from that helicopter like a total of like 4 times. It was 2 on the 360 version and then 2 on this one. Mostly because on the 360 I didn't know what the fuck was killing me. And on the Xbox One version it was because I realized what it was on the second time that they killed me. So sorry, I'm As I'm doing this voiceover, I got an eyelash in my eye, and it's fucking annoying the shit out of me, so I'm trying to... Ah, there we go, got it. Ah. Sorry about that, that was just a random thing that, you know, happens. This whole area is really annoying just because I feel like there isn't enough cover, and you also need to keep picking up Riley to move him forward. Like this is the one part where I wanted to try and know like how far away I could leave the dog before it probably auto failed me, but I just didn't want to take the risk of having to repeat this entire thing again. Mostly because I really wasn't paying attention to where the last checkpoint had been, so but the more annoying things that you never get a command from your teammates letting you know if like the coast is clear or anything. The only way you can really know that you've pretty much, I guess, cleared the areas when your air support shows up. But other than that, I don't know if there's any other kind of like an indicator letting you know when you've cleared the entire area. So it's one of those things where it's just like, well, hopefully you get lucky enough and are able to move up and you don't find that one random enemy that's been so well hidden that you just didn't know where he was. So you know, I'm just like playing it very cautious here, just trying to find, you know, possibly the last guy, because I don't want to like move forward and then find that one guy that's hiding still and have him put a bullet in like the side of my head or something. So but yeah, once you see the helicopters show up, that's pretty much how you know this thing is done. And I will see you in the next mission. Peace.